My special warm welcome and regards should go to the President of the General Assembly at its 76th session.
Great pleasure to accept the invitation of the President, not least because I remember Mr. President as a former New Zealand Prime Minister.
It was one of the first decisions I took as the President of the 76th session of the General Assembly. Excellencies, it is my firm belief that gender equality should be across.
Excellency, for your leadership and for acknowledging the great importance of the
77th session of the General Assembly, Mr. Abdullah Shahid, President of the 76th session.
It's been observed that we live in extraordinary times.
Very pleased with this collaboration between the President of the General Assembly, UN Women and the Council.
The President of the UN General Assembly, Your Excellencies, Heads of States.
Aruba is a small island in the Caribbean Sea. We are one of the 4.
I'm next going to call on Sheikh Hasina, who has dealt with many crises before the COVID crisis, because extreme weather events are something very common in Bangladesh and exacerbated greatly by climate change. So Sheikh Hasina, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Helen. Mr. President, I feel proud to be here today and join the UNGA platform of women leaders. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the President of the 76th UNGA, His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, who took this much awaited initiative. I would also like to express my appreciation to the President of 77th UNGA, His Excellency Sabah Karusi, for reconvening this meeting of the women leaders. The theme of this year's conference, Transformative Solution Women Leaders to Today's Interlinked Challenges, is very pertinent in the current global socio-political context. Women are shining in each and every sector, breaking all the stereotyping or showing indomitable courage and leadership skills. It is important to have women in the leadership team to reflect on the solution and benefit from their experiences and perspectives. Women are disproportionately affected during crises. It is therefore important to integrate women in decision-making for finding an effective solution to the crisis. I strongly feel that it is higher time to utilize the network to share views on tackling the complex global challenges, bringing positive outcomes not only for our respective countries but also for mankind. In Bangladesh, we have taken various steps to empower our women and girls to secure their legal protections and creating new ways for them to attain financial freedom. We substantially achieved Goal 3 of the Millennium Development Goals by ensuring gender parity in primary and secondary education. We are committed to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal of gender equality and empowering women. Total 27% of our budget is allocated for women's social and economic empowerment activities. In the political spectrum, Bangladesh has ensured representation of women in all levels, from higher court to up to lower level and local government. From the top of the lowest tier of government, we are bringing our women in the forefront of all economic activities. Ladies and gentlemen, encouraging women entrepreneurship is a key policy goal of our government. We have taken special policy actions such as fostering a gender-neutral legal framework for business, ensuring equal access to finance for female and male entrepreneurs. Our central bank is providing collateral-free loan up to Taka 2.5 million to the women entrepreneurs, 15% funds of the financing scheme, 10% industrial plots, and 10% small entrepreneur funds are all located for women. Every bank and non-bank financial institution have dedicated desks for women entrepreneurs. I feel that financial independence is very, very important for women. Over 4 million women are employed in the ready-made garments industry. 35% of our women have their bank account. Women's contribution to the GDP growth is 34%. We aim to ensuring 50% participation of women in every sector by 2030. For Bangladesh's point of view, we look forward to continue participating in the UN efforts to encourage women leadership globally. Let me conclude highlighting 3 points. First, I commend you for founding the advisory board on gender equality. This now needs to be localized. We need gender champions at all levels, especially at the grassroots level, and we can lead by example. Second, women-led civil society organizations need to be nurtured and supported with sufficient political and financial means. The UN has an important role in supporting such efforts. Finally, I invite you all to convene a leaders' summit to reinforce our common agenda for gender equality. All leaders, not just us, should join and present concrete commitments for achieving gender equality and women empowerment. In our country, very conservative society, but gradually now we are able to set up our women in every sector. From our police, army, border force, our sports, higher courts, there's no women in the job. But when I became Prime Minister in 1996, I ensured that every step women should have their power. And in our parliament, Speaker, Leader of the House, Leader of the Opposition, Deputy Leader, all are women. So, well, it's a big change. So we are doing our best to ensure that women leadership is there. And all the support we are giving, like free of cost, we're distributing houses for landless people, but equal share for men and women. And that's why we have actually for education from lower tier, I mean from primary to higher level, we provided stipend. For primary, fund goes to mothers directly through banking system or mobile system. That way we ensure women leadership, which is very, very important. And a pandemic, your chair, honorable chair, perhaps you have noticed that all the country where women leaderships lead the country, they managed this COVID-19 pandemic very well rather than other. I don't want to mention who, but I think I should not. But if you notice that only women leadership, they could manage very well. So we can do it because a mother can do everything. So with motherly affection, when you run a country, you can do good for the people. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheikh Hasina, and fascinating to hear of the progress of women across all those different occupations in Bangladesh.